Hey you guys, it's Bright tonight. We're here with a little update on this situation that is unfolding between Jojo Siwa and Trisha Paytas. And I also wanted to drop in on Colleen Ballinger and see what is she using for content nowadays. Is she doing what we all know she's going to do, using her children? Of course, spoiler alert, but I have a few things to say, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so let's start out with this Jojo Siwa situation. She is just making all kinds of claims that Trisha Paytas used her and isn't a real friend and blah, 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 blah. So let's allow this clip to play and then I will give my thoughts and then we will move on to what is Miss Ballinger up to. Oh boy.
Look, here, this is tough for me. This is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Did we go to dinner together? No. If we saw each other at an event, were we friends and would we say hi and would we talk for a second and catch up and say, oh, I miss you? Yes, we would. And we did videos together when I was a kid. And what's so interesting is Trisha has a lot of shit to say about me nowadays. And that's fine. A lot of people have a lot of shit to say about me nowadays. But what hurts my heart is a lot of people who were friends with me when I was a kid are friends with me now. And that tells me that they weren't friends with me because they were using me. Because as a kid, I did bring a lot of views. I brought a lot of views to a lot of people's videos, my own.
Listen, the level of delusional that Jojo Siwa is giving in this clip is absolutely insane to me. Are you trying to tell me that Colleen Ballinger, her character Miranda Sings, were not using Jojo Siwa to gain traction? Do you think that Colleen Ballinger would have done as many collabs with Jojo if her name didn't bring a bunch of views? We knew it was inappropriate back then. We know it's inappropriate now. It simply does not matter what kind of pretty language you want to throw on it, what kind of, oh, we're friends, oh, she's like my sister. It was creepy and inappropriate, especially given some of the things that Miranda that would come out of this content, talking about things that Jojo Siwa should not have been a party in at that age. Colleen used Jojo, and if she still has the blinders on, so to speak, I think that it is partially because Colleen and Rachel Ballinger are allegedly talking to Jojo and putting a bunch of stuff in her head about Trisha and how, oh, well, what we did was okay, but having anything to do with Trisha was wrong because she's not around anymore. I think that Trisha did not want to be friends with a child. And the Ballingers are okay with that because they have no boundaries, they have no self-awareness, and they will do anything to get views, whether it's use Jojo Siwa or use their own children. They have shown that time and time again.
But also if somebody did a video with me, it brought a lot of views to their videos. And that's not me flexing. That's not me saying blah, blah. It's literally like the number fact. And what breaks my heart, not for me as a 21-year-old, oh my God, I just said I'm fucking 19, bitch. You are 21. Literally find it. What breaks my heart, not as a 21-year-old, but it breaks my heart for that 14-year-old that did videos with Trish, thought Trish actually liked her, like, thought Trish, like, I don't know, like, I knew me and Trish weren't, like, gonna be besties, but I did like her as a YouTuber, and I did think she was really cool, and so when we did videos together, like, I thought it was really fun, like, I thought she was in it for genuine reasons, because a lot of YouTubers were. Everyone I'm still friends with to this day, and, like, still very close with, still, that we hang out at parties, like, they're literally my people. But Trisha is the only one.
Do you realize that there is a difference between someone being your colleague and somebody being your friend? Somebody can be your colleague and say, this is, we're going to do this video together, but I am not going to be your friend because I realize that you're a child, you're somebody I don't want to be friends with, whatever the reason is. And that is okay. That is normal. Oh, let's do a video together and that's it. That is okay. that is called boundaries, and that is called having ethics, which Trisha Paytas has done so much that I've disagreed with, but she is one of the parties in this entire situation who has actually shown a fair amount of growth. Don't think she's perfect, never have, never will, but she has shown growth, and she has shown everybody multiple times that adults being friends with children is creepy and inappropriate, no matter what you want to say about it. It's like a sister. It's, you know, I'm coaching, I'm taking this child under my wing. Like, no, it's just weird.
That has traded for some reason, and I mean, she has her valid reasons, I guess, but I don't know, it's just very confusing to me because she does have her valid reasons, but I don't think she realizes, you know what, say what you want, but then why the fuck were you friends with me at 14? You were an asshole and you were using me. And now that I'm 21, I can see that. You know what I mean? What is with me and not knowing my age today? Let me find it. But no.
Okay, but I thought that they weren't friends. Jojo, what are you trying to say here? What I want to know is, where is this hostility and this anger and this level of calling out for Colleen Ballinger? Where is this level of, this is how I feel, and I know this is wrong, and I'm a 21-year-old adult now, and I'm going to get on my platform and say how it is wrong, and we're going to talk about it. Jojo will never turn her back on the Ballinger family, and I don't know why that is. I could throw out some guesses, but I don't think that that is fair. But it is very clear that her allegiance to especially Colleen is, to me, deeply disturbing.
Now being 21, I look back at that and I'm like, okay, all right, I see what she was doing there, and that's fine, like totally fine, but like, ow. You dressed up as me, you put your hair in a side ponytail and bow, you wore a rainbow tutu, you wore my hoodie, and now I know you were not doing that.
Okay, Colleen Ballinger dressed up too, and for Trisha Paytas to dress up, like, that's not something that is out of the norm for her. That is, in fact, very on brand for her. I think that the amount of times that Colleen Ballinger has used not only JoJo in her content, but also used JoJo's costumes and JoJo's merch in order to gain more traction on said videos is what we should be focusing on here. But hey, who am I?
To be like fun and have fun and like make a video. You were doing that to make fun of me, you asshole. Like I was a 14-year-old kid. Find it. Can it? Don't do that. That's not cool. What if someone did that to your kid? You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't be cool with that. And so yeah, seeing her stuff on the internet, anytime she talks about me, I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Get your views somehow else. Like, you're literally Trisha Paytas.
And let's also talk about how, number one, just a very obvious point, Trisha was very well known long before JoJo came along. And number two, I don't understand, like, what's not clicking for JoJo. Maybe on top of it just being, hey, back then she didn't want to be super close to me like Colleen is because it's simply wrong. Current day, maybe Trisha doesn't like the fact that you are so heavily campaigning for the Ballingers, who are wrong in every way, shape, and form. The Ballinger family is a whole problem, and Trisha sees that now. She has said that current day, and I don't blame her for not liking JoJo. And I don't think it has anything to do with Trisha was using JoJo. I think that argument is stupid. All right, so let's hop over to Colleen Ballinger, her vlog channel, where she posts pretty consistently. I would like to take a moment and acknowledge that, number one, she still has her finding out I'm pregnant video posted and pinned to the top of her page because she knows that people are creepily obsessed with her children. Now, current day, her views have really plateaued. She has just over 3 million subscribers, and she has issues cracking 50,000 views if her kids are not in the video and or in the thumbnail. What she's doing this past week to get some extra clicks and views is, number one, she posted a video saying why my sister quit the Miranda Sings tour, And this other video that got just over 50,000 views says, "The day I found out I was having twins." And it's this big dramatic thumbnail. Oh my God, so crazy. This video has 2.9 thousand likes to 2,000 dislikes, which historically, you know, this would not happen with Colleen Ballinger, the golden child of YouTube. But current day, people have had enough. They have had enough of her, and even if they are still choosing to watch her content, which is something that I personally disagree with, they are still choosing to vote with the dislike button, which is their prerogative. I think it is so sad for these kids, not only the legacy that Colleen is leaving behind for them, but also current day using them as tools to build up her online presence again, and using them to say, oh, well, here are my kids. You know, I know everyone likes my kids, so let me make sure that they are in the vlogs, and let me utilize them to stay relevant. And I think that is so demented, it's sick and twisted, and I will never have sympathy for Colleen, but on top of everything else, I would never have sympathy for her, because she is literally using her kids to try to uncancel herself. And if that is not one of the most insane and pathetic things that I have heard about, I don't know what else to say. Before I close out this video, I wanted to pop over to the Colleen Ballinger Snark subreddit, because I know that they're always very active over there, and see if they were talking about the Jojo and Trisha clip that I played at the beginning. I want to read a few of the comments. Some of them are pretty straightforward. Someone said Jojo is literal trash. Someone else said, honestly, Jojo shouldn't be talking about anyone, especially after the horrendous concert video where she was touching herself and holding a Tito's bottle in front of a bunch of minors, and that terrible song that she released. Someone else said, how does Jojo run face first into the point and still miss it every time? She needs to get over herself and do some reflection before she tries to speak on things she doesn't know anything about. Oh, this person made a really good point. They said she's doing the exact same half face that Colleen uses as Miranda and herself. So is Jojo trying to insinuate her child beau persona was fake? Not sure, the message is confusing. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and it's simply this is who I was before and this is who I am after. Why does it sound like Jojo has been smoking since she was 10? I don't know. I almost think that she accentuates the raspiness in her voice. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. She said she is acting like Colleen here. I mean, no wonder her and Colleen are besties, and not in a good way. Well, I don't like Trisha for the things that she has done. Even I can say she doesn't deserve this crap from her. And now Jojo. And I completely agree with that 100%. I think that there is space to hold to say Trisha has, you know, had her own issues, especially during her entire time on social media. But the treatment that she has received from Colleen's fandom, and now Jojo and all of Jojo's fandom is unfair. And that's how I feel about it. So Jojo is just talking in circles, not making a whole lot of sense, and reminding everybody that she is never going to call out her bestie Colleen. But she will go on a rant like this and make 0 sense. So that's what's going on. What a mess. Messy, am I right? But I think that's enough for tonight. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.